This YouTube video was presented by Screamscape, your ultimate guide to theme parks.
It's the Coaster Crew.
Oh my God, that was so much fun!
All right, we got Brad Thomas from Silver Dollar City along with Alan from Rocky Mountain Coasters. Now, I hear that there might be something going on over there in Silver Dollar City.
You know what? We have some hills at Silver Dollar City. In the middle of those hills is we are building one of the most daring coasters ever built in the world. It's called Outlaw Run. It has 3 amazing facts that will make people want to visit. First of all, it's the steepest drop of any wood coaster on the planet.
All right.
It's the only wood coaster on the planet that will take you upside down, and will not do it once or twice, but total of 3 times.
Very nice.
And then on top of all of that, then you know what? It will be the steepest drop, 81 degrees, 160 feet.
Very nice, very nice. Now, how did a project like this come about?
Well, when we started, we got an invitation to go down to Silver Dollar City, and our intention when we went down there was to come up with a layout and new ideas that would totally blow everybody else out of the water.
Do those ideas already have the inversions in there, or is that something that you guys requested? Or
We worked together on exactly what the park wanted and where the layout went to come up with the best thing. It's all using the terrain. It's very important to the coaster and how we're doing it. And so we worked through it and came up with what we thought was the best, and they agreed.
And now we watched all the animations and the POV that just came out in the last week or two, and it looks incredible. Often, like, is it like a wooded area of the park?
It's actually been being constructed in the woods. So out on the peripheral side of the park, the storyline is that out on the outskirts of town is a stagecoach depot, and from that stagecoach depot, these stagecoaches depart to the west, and as those stagecoaches were departing, these outlaws started wandering around and watching for those stagecoaches, so we needed really fast stagecoach drivers. So thus the whole theme of Outlaw Run. But you know, one of the facts of Silver Dollar City that's so important for this coaster and really led us to the decision to go with Rocky Mountain and their innovative concept is the fact that Silver Dollar City, we're not an urban park. We're in the southern part of Missouri in the Ozark Mountains, and we draw people from all over America's heartland, from Chicago all the way down to Houston, Texas. And in order for families to want to visit Silver Dollar City and to actually enjoy the rides of Silver Dollar City, they're going to drive past a whole lot of options where they could go spend family time. So we knew we needed something that would literally cause mom and the kids to say, we've got to drive past all of these amazing attractions and all of these amazing vacation choices to get to Branson, Missouri. And so thus the need to have an amazing world-class coaster.
do we have time for a Grandma Novak story?
Absolutely, we always have time for.
Do we have time? Thumbs up. All right. Grandma Novak, she's my grandma. She was doing a trip to Branson, Missouri a long time ago when I was a kid. And she said, you know, you're coming to Branson, Missouri. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be fun. And then my aunt talked me out of it. She goes, oh, no. Let them go have their fun. They're adult. The grandma and grandpa are going to go there. They're going to gamble. They're going to do whatever they do in Branson.
We don't gamble in Branson. We don't gamble in Branson.
I don't know what they do in Branson. I have no clue. Theaters, I don't know what they're doing. Bottom line, my aunt talked me out of going, saying, oh, I'm going to have a great weekend for you. We're going to go see movies and all this stuff. My aunt never picked me up that weekend. I stayed home alone by myself that weekend while my grandparents were in Branson, Missouri.
Tears.
And then I find out there's this amazing amusement park down there that I missed out on. So there's Grandma Novak's story.
Second time Grandma Novak's come up today. It's probably the topic. Now, Alan, I got to ask you, you guys have to be more excited than anything, because we've seen what you've done with the Topper track, and our cameraman here took the 20-hour drive from Orlando to go ride the Texas Giant, and he's been talking about it since he went in March of last year. So now, what is it to design something just from scratch with all your ideas and that kind of stuff?
Oh, you know, the rebuilding of the coasters is fun, and it's nice to take something and turn it into something much better than it was. But to start from scratch in a site, if it was a parking lot, starting from scratch really wouldn't help. It wouldn't mean anything. But the site and the hills and what's there, that was the thrilling part of designing around.
I think that's what really makes, you know, a coaster amazing, is when it can use the land around it and, you know, really build on that. So like
Absolutely.
Ravine Flyer and
Lake Compounds' coaster.
compounds, even like Verbolten or Big Bad Wolf, it's great coasters with that terrain and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun to be able to go in there and use very hilly terrain and really build a great coaster.
And we can't help but talk about what's behind us. We put this on Facebook yesterday when we had the big train unveiling, and it's been the most popular thing we posted on our page from the entire expo. Now, tell us a little bit about the trains, if you could.
These are 4-passenger trailered cars, so we're looking for all the tracking and everything that you would get from a steel coaster or anybody else's cars. Not the old school, what I call an work cart, that bounces around quite a bit. The cars have suspension to keep the wheels in contact with the track for the smoothest ride. We have Class 5 restraints, so it's a lap bar only, inverting negative G ride. And the ride's going to produce a lot of negative Gs, a lot of lateral Gs, and the seat and the restraint have all been designed to work together to be the most comfortable for the most extreme elements.
It looks absolutely fantastic. And you said suspension system on the roller coaster itself?
It has the suspension on the road wheels as well as the guide wheels.
Because that's something that I don't think it's done very often. I
haven't heard of it, but
no.
I'm not an engineer.
I am, but
there's a lot of coasters that have been including suspension on them, on the wheels. A lot of them just use urethane pucks. We're using a very complicated suspension system that's a real shock.
That's what I thought. It's more advanced than a lot of things I've seen it. But.
Yeah, and there's a lot that goes into making a coaster car light, and it's very important in terms of taking the wear and tear on the track and the structure. And there's a lot of ingenuity that went into the lap bars and things. There's not a lot of welded steel heavy items on this like previous coaster cars were typically made of. There's a lot of high-class machine parts to make it as light and strong as possible.
All right, now I know our cameraman's going to kill me if we don't talk about this over here, showing the types of track that you guys do here at Rocky Mountain.
Yep, we got two kinds of track. We've got the what we call the Iron Horse, which is an all-steel track.
And that's the one. Is that the orange one?
That's the orange one. That's the Iron Rattler colors. And the other track is the topper track, which is what we're putting in at Silver Dollar City. It's a wooden track, and it can do basically we can do all the elements with either track. Nothing limiting on both. It's just a matter of what the customer wants. And the other thing that's important I don't want to miss on is that this is a steel-wheeled coaster, which to me, when there's the debate of what's wood and what's steel, the polyurethane wheels are more of a killer of what people think a classic wood coaster feel is than anything else. So steel wheels, out of control. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you call it, wood coaster, steel coaster, I don't care. It looks like an awesome coaster from my standpoint. Now, what are you, from the construction pictures, you guys look very far along in the process. Brad, when do you think we're going to have this up and running?
Well, we opened in the middle of March 2013. The track is done. We're doing bolt tightening right now and having some fun and just finalizing the construction process, and then we'll get those trains on the track in the next few weeks and start the testing process, and then we'll have our first guests on board by March the 16th.
That's coming up quick.
Now, does this make you excited? Are you a coaster rider? Are you going to be on this?
Oh my goodness, yes.
You are going to be one of the first?
Oh, absolutely.
No problem? You're going to be sitting front row with this guy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We go through all of the testing and everything, but I'm sure that Alan and I and a whole bunch of those Silver Dollar City and Rocky Mountain folks will be watching as those water bodies do their testing.
Yeah.
And maybe,
and thinking, I could do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, we definitely look forward to seeing you this summer.
We can't wait, because unlike Grandma Novak, me and him have never been to Silver Dollar City. So we can't wait to go, not only to see this, but I heard the park's fantastic.
You know what? Outlaw Run will be a great addition to Silver Dollar City, but we also have a Bnm Ride Wildfire, which has 5 inversions, beautiful view of Table Rock Lake. We've got Powder Keg, which is an S&S launch coaster, 0 to 53 in just under 4 seconds. So we've got this great package of rides called Silver Dollar City, and all of our shows and all of our festivals, and Outlaw Run coming on board just makes it even more fun.
And I hear you have a cave tour?
We do. Our entire company started with the Herschens taking over Marble Cave back in 1950. And that cave still is a part of our park experience today. It's an hour walking tour that's free with your park admission, and there's no amount of dollars that can go recreate the amount of theming and beauty of a natural cave. And as a matter of fact, our cathedral room is large enough for the Statue of Liberty to stand up on site. So we're not talking like cave, we're talking cave.
Now, we're working on this trip to Silver Dollar City this spring. I think there's an online petition that is started by one of our members that says that we need to get ERT in the cave. So I don't know. That's what I'm hearing.
The member might be the guy behind the camera.
Might be the guy behind the camera.
ERT can be arranged in the cave.
All right.
There actually is a cable train that comes out of the cave. Really? So there is a little ride experience.
All right.
Well, we can't wait for it. This ride, the whole Silver Dollar City package, we are so excited. Probably not as excited as you two, but very excited.
Thank you very much, Brad.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, we can't wait. It's going to be a blast.
Thank you very much.